My name's Ria, and this is Rosie, who's not looking that happy. And welcome to my channel, Adventures in Black and White. Today, I'm going to show you how to get your coloured horse's tail winter ready. So Rosie here is a 4-year-old thoroughbred cross cob. Underneath that very filthy rug is a very nice coloured horse. This is my first winter with a coloured horse. So we're going to aim to keep that tail looking as best as it can. Now, previously I've had Connemara's and I have managed to keep a Connemara white throughout the winter without covering them in lots and lots of stuff. So the one best thing I learned was that the tail needs to be much shorter for the winter, especially because Rosie's not competing yet, but also because then it's not in the mud. She doesn't need it long this time of year, and that's that. So I'll just put in some photos to just show. I don't have many facilities here. Basically, I have kettles. So I boiled 2 kettles, dunked her tail, then I added some shampoo to those, and I actually only have grey shampoo at the moment, so she had the purple stuff in there. Washed that, and then I boiled the kettles 2 more times just to make sure I got everything out. And then I brought her into the stable, and my favourite product is this. So I sprayed her tail with this and then gave it a brush out with one of these, and now I'm going to cut it to a much more appropriate length. And there we are, the cut tail. I used a very sharp pair of scissors and my lovely comb. And basically with Rosie, she hasn't got the thickest tail of a coloured horse, but it is fairly thick and heavy. So I've just done it to the bottom of her coloured leg there. And then now I'm going to plait it up. Now my friend has a horse that has a much thicker tail, and I will show him on another video later on, but I'll just show you how I'm going to plait her tail up.
So I've sped this bit up because obviously you don't need to see the whole process as it happens. And yeah, basically I imagined where there's going to be 3 plaits in her tail, because if I do one big one, then that turns into a big whip and she hates that. So I plait down the first one. I just use normal plaiting bands. I'll put a link in the description for all the products that I use today and the various brushes and stuff. And yeah, so just plaiting down. Obviously she's a youngster, she's not used to me doing her tail so much, so you'll see in a minute like she starts to sort of just be a bit crabby about, you know, how much I'm doing with her. But I'm obviously always stood to the side. I'm very wary of what she's up to. I'm always looking at her just to make sure that she doesn't kick me accidentally. She's not, you know, she wouldn't mean to, but it's easy for her to maybe make a mistake. See here, she's like, oh, what are you doing? Like, please just leave me alone. But yeah, and here, you can't see it because my big bum's in the way, but I'm basically plaiting everything together.
Rosie's not mega impressed about being a film star. It's probably because her bottom's out. But as you can see now, if I actually forget her to stand up. Come on, Rosie, stand up. Rosie, stand up. Go. You see how the tail now sits much higher. I plaited it down into 3, and then I plaited those up. So they're just 1. I just find with a young horse, sometimes they don't like this, like flapping so much, the tail. So this means that the tail stays fairly secure, and also don't plait it tight. It's all nice and loose. And yeah, so I would basically take this out once a week, and just give it a brush out, a respray, and then redo it, and then wash it as and when. And I will be on the lookout for some products to keep the rest of her nice and clean, as I've been told there are many that we can waste our money on. I hope you like our video. Rosie is rapidly learning that she's going to be a YouTube star. Hey, Rosie Posey. And yeah, if any of you guys have got any suggestions on products that I can use for her skin and just to keep her nice and white in the winter time, then I'd love that, because I'll give those a go and then I can report back. And yeah, so if you found this useful, don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe, and Rose is going to appear in many more videos.